George and John are in studio with me, and we were just talking about favorite Christmas movies. I have a few, but I have to tell you guys a story. I don't know what it was about Home Alone last night, but I was watching it and the ending came on, and I guess I forgot about like the ending with the mom coming home and it's like super emotional. And I was eating dinner and like sobbing. Like I literally was like, and I look over at my husband, Marco, was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, this is so emotional and I don't really know why. I don't know if it was like a nostalgia thing or, you know, like you've been watching it your whole life and you,
poor little boy's Home Alone.
and he's so cute. And we were talking about how Macaulay Culkin got that award. Did you guys see that? He got that award this year.
No, what?
He got the Hall of Fame star for Home Alone.
Oh, cool.
What's the Home Alone mom's name? You know, the Schitt's Creek mom too.
Oh,
The mom.
love her.
She's the Schitt's Creek, Moira in Schitt's Creek.
I'll get it.
If you guys are tuning in, let us know what her name is in real life. But we're talking all things Sigma Beauty today. So I'm gonna be applying some of my personal product with some of my favorite brushes. So we'll talk brushes, we'll talk blush and bronzer, and a little eyeshadow today. And lastly, lip gloss. So, you know, it's like glam season. I feel like everyone's wearing their colors, their reds, their sequins. So I think when it comes to like glam style, you always look for really good products that have that staying power and have like fun colors. So I love this eyeshadow palette for so many reasons because you really can have a lot of fun with it, especially during the holiday season. So I actually don't have any foundation on, guys. Yeah, I was really bold today. I was a little, you know, I'm having a couple of breakouts, so we're gonna, let's normalize pimples, okay? So I am breaking out a little bit, but I'm just gonna like show you guys my application with my brush because I wanna show you how you get this really full coverage, and I think it comes down to a lot of times the brush. This gives you that solid, it's almost like a pressed, you kind of just stipple it onto the skin and you don't leave any product behind, and it really just gives you full coverage, pretty even skin. And I'm just gonna use like my foundation, and I don't use a ton because you don't have to, because guess what? This doesn't eat all of your product. So I'm just gonna apply it to my face and we'll keep talking Christmas. Catherine O'Hara is the mom of Home Alone. And this is how I like to apply this, guys. So anyway, the mom comes home and she went through that huge trek with like, remember the guy that played Uncle Buck? I don't know what his name is, but he passed away.
No, Candy.
What is his name?
John Candy.
John Candy?
Wasn't it
Candy?
John Candy?
I don't know, but I also watched Uncle Buck a couple weeks ago. That's a
Yeah,
timeless.
John Candy. They were like the band, like the folk band. I love that.
So
They
she
grew-
travels with them, remember? And he's like, I don't know if you've heard of us, but, and he's just talking to her the whole way. And then the family gets home faster on the flight, right? But she goes through like all these airports to get back to her son. There's so many like unrealistic things about that movie that we now know, but when you were kids, it was just the best. Like it didn't matter, you know. It was just the absolute best. Like I love how at the very end they don't talk about anything that happened, or like the police aren't notified.
Right, that he almost got killed by those two people.
Right, and also how they talk about how all of a sudden there is like I don't know, there's like no power and then there is power, but he never makes a phone call. Like he calls 911 at the very end, but you're kind of like, why did he wait so long? Exactly. Maria said, "Hey, Allie, love your show." Hey, Maria, how are you doing? How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. I'm like, what day of the week is today?
It's the first Wednesday of the week.
It's the first Wednesday of the week. I had to think about that. That's how like exhausted I feel. So I work in sales too, guys. So it's been like a crazy season. I mean, the end of the year is always really fun and exciting, but I feel like I have so much other things to do personally and with work, and I don't know, it just feels a little overwhelming. I was like hoping I could get a really cute holiday outfit together, but I didn't. I'm just gonna end up using whatever's in my closet. What are you guys gonna wear for the holiday? Do you guys even think about this? Do you have like a sequenced blazer you're gonna wear, John? And leather pants? George, how about you? Did you just say flip-flops? Flip-flops. George has a red sweater. Does it have like pins on it, George? Or like any kind of weird, like, weird, no, any kind
I
of.
do have some Christmas socks that have like.
Oh, I love that. Wait, that's great. I don't even have Christmas socks. Maybe I could just do that. Also, you never know what the weather's going to be here. So, we'll see. All right, so I just applied my foundation. I just did a nice, quick, thin coat, but I didn't have to use a ton of product because this brush just allows it to go on so easily, and it gives you full coverage. I have a couple pimples. Pimples are normal, right? Blemishes are normal. It's fine, but I like that you get that full coverage with this brush. And then my other favorite brush by Sigma is going to be your large angled contour. So I use this for both blush and bronzer. It's interchangeable. So we have this gorgeous palette we'll go over. Liz said ugly Christmas sweaters are the best. Well, you're right, they are the best because then you don't have to do too much thinking. And they never go out of style, so you always have them as your like go-to Christmas outfit. And if you show up at a party and people are decked out in like dresses and heels, but you show up in your sweater, I feel like you're even cooler for that. Like, I think you win. You're right. Like, you win. Right? George, what do you think?
Yeah.
Is that an applause? That is amazing. Wow. Really keeping me on my toes here, George. So we have the Sigma bronzers in lots of different shades. I think George can pull that graphic, maybe. But it really gives you like so many, like, I just love options when it comes to bronzer because not everyone's skin's the same, and I don't always want to look like super dark. I just want a light glow. Now I'm like light medium, so I would hang out in the light medium range. There's dark and there's deep, which is great because you have a lot of freedom. You can build it up, and you can pretty much guess where you lie with the colors. I'm probably more of that like light medium. So I'm gonna apply a little bit to my cheeks. Now a little goes a long way with this guy too. You don't really need a lot. And I like to apply bronzer in this corner and pull up. And I love how fluffy this brush is. It's just, I gotta fix this hair, it's bothering me. So it's just really fluffy, really pretty. It's all about the application. You just take it up the face and it gives you that like sculpted, lifted look. And I just love it all. It really is like about the product, but also the brush. So I love watching tutorials on applications, but when you think about it, it does come down to the tools you're using. And I don't like bronzer that ends up kind of like, my part looks uneven with this headband. I have to see, I need my hair done so bad, guys. So I couldn't make my hair appointment. I had to reschedule it, right?
Oh no.
It was a disaster because
I'm so worried.
I have to fix my hair. So look at my roots though, guys. Like, I'm trying to hide them right now behind this headband, but yikes, this is not cute. So, not cute, guys. So anyway, I did get into my hairstylist. You know how it's the busiest time of the year, so rescheduling is just not in your best, you know, it's not really ideal, right? So I like to take this down my neck too. I love this brand too, Cassie. I feel like it's just timeless, and everyone knows Sigma, so if you've already used their product, you know it's great. Anyway, I got in. I'm going to go on Saturday. They asked me about, like, they were like, can you come on the 26th at 9 a.m.? And I'm like, listen, that is the day after Christmas. I cannot be, like, you guys know, you're out with your family. I'm probably going to be up till 2 in the morning with my family. I'm going to be having Christmas Cosmos. I am not waking up to get my hair done at 9 a.m. on the day after Christmas. Nor am I. No. So, love your honesty. I'm just saying, guys, we like to have a good time, and it's the end of the year, and it's all about having fun. So I guess I can just let this go, but I did get an appointment. So the moral of this whole thing, the moral.
Is there a moral of the story?
The moral of the story, no. The conclusion here is that I did end up getting a hair appointment, so I'll be looking okay for my honeymoon in Africa in 2 weeks.
That just sounds funny.
That's what I was more concerned about.
Your hair being ready for Africa.
It needs to be ready for Africa.
No,
No, but listen, if you're gone for a week and a half after that, then all of a sudden this style, this hair growth is now 3 more weeks old. Nobody even
have,
wants
like,
to
a
see
big
that.
old hat
I would
on.
probably wear a giant hat the whole time, like a big safari
Yeah.
hat. I did get a safari hat though. I look like I don't know if you guys ever watched this show, The Wild Thornberries. Do you remember that show
Oh my
on
gosh, I couldn't
Nickelodeon?
find it.
I'm gonna add a little blush. This is so great because you have options. Like honestly, I think everything it blends beautifully. So if you want to mix and match, you can. But really, really pretty. The pigment is whoa, a little powerful. See how fast it goes on? Okay, so if you do too much, like I just did, now this side will have the right amount. But that's how much product will pick up. I only tapped it twice. And I've done like the swatches. If you are on TikTok, we have a lot of those swatches of these products. You'll see that instant payoff and that instant pigment. So I'd love to use this brush if by chance you did a little too much. You can use this as a buff brush. Buff brush. And I'm dying for, I gotta put on a little gloss here, guys. So I'm actually gonna like skip to the gloss. So this is our Lip Renew oil, Renew lip oil. There's 2 shades. So you've got your All Heart, and what color is this shade? Oh, it says it on the bottom, silly. This is called Tint. So I use this as my everyday gloss and kind of like your balm and your lip color. Makes your lips feel really, I don't know, like hydrated and just pretty. Juicier lips look better. It's a fact. What Up said, no one is judging you look great. Thank you. That's so nice. That is really nice. It's one of those things that makes you feel good, though. Everyone has their thing that they do that makes them feel good. Mine is getting my hair done. You know? What is yours, John? Oh, I know what yours is. Yours is golfing.
Yes.
Right? Am I right?
That's my thing.
He loves to golf. George, what do you love?
I like to play music.
George loves to play music. I love that. What kind of music?
All kinds of music, but guitar music.
Do you have like, yeah, you have like a preference. That's awesome.
You played with the Rolling Stones for a while.
What? George played with the Rolling Stones. Fun fact. Let's tell everyone. Let's tell everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little eyeshadow. So this is the eyeshadow palette. Lots of options with this one too. Now, I dare you to go a little bold. I really like the middle color, and even using that in that like kind of inner rim, I don't know what you call that, the teardrop of your eye. I don't know what the exact word is, but that looks really pretty in terms of like giving your eye that eye-opening look. So you've got a mix of solid mattes and then shimmery shades, which is always great. I'm gonna do a little, I'm gonna just curl my lashes really quickly so that I can do this before I do my shadow. I was kind of like half done when I got here, but I wanted to do my foundation on set. I'm going to a Christmas party tonight, so I thought it'd be fun to get a little.
Happy hour?
I have a happy hour tomorrow,
Is that why you were asking?
which I wish it was today because it's local, but I texted John because he's from the area that we're going to, and I was like, what's good out here? I just feel like, don't you guys feel like we're heading into those weeks where all we do is eat?
Oh, it's like.
I'm like, I should be fasting. I'm gonna go to this party tonight and there's gonna be like, I just don't have control with that kind of stuff.
I went to the gym this morning, I'm like, what am
You
I
did?
doing? Why don't I just wait?
What? Well, I was talking to somebody about this today. Well, I think my boss called me and she's like, I'm just gonna like hold out. I said, hold out on what? She goes, just like, you know, doing physical activity. I was like, that's so, well, she does a lot already. Like her active is like, you know,
But it's true.
but still, I mean, I just feel like I'm never gonna get a break because I'm gonna go right to Africa.
Well, you're gonna sweat a lot.
You think?
You'll probably
I don't know. It's gonna be like 82 there, I think. So yeah, it will be kind of hot. And I don't really know what the food's gonna be like. So I'm gonna use that shade called Melancholy. Melancholy. I'm excited too, guys.
Can't wait to go with you guys.
John thinks he's coming on this trip with us. It's really weird. Someone has to break it to him. Kidding. I would love it. And they probably have like really good golf courses there. I don't know, maybe. So I'm just adding a little contour here. So I just like to use any kind of a contour brush and add a little bit in that outer corner, almost like you're doing a cat eye, but more with like a powder, if that makes sense. And I just kind of then blend up. So I give a little bit more dimension on this half of my eye. I just like the way it kind of like shapes the eye, frames it up really nicely. And then I'm gonna add a little bit on this side too. And this is a plum shade. I like colors. I like, of course, our neutral browns, but it's fun when you add a pop of color because it makes your eyes pop a little bit more. Liz said yes, holiday food. What is your like thing, like your holiday food that you're super excited about, guys? Liz said yes, holiday food. I will start my workout in January, on January 1. I admire that, Liz. I will try to work out in between, but I don't know how it goes. I do have like, I'll try to do the Peloton. I don't know. Anyway, the food. Let's go back to food, the fun stuff.
I'm an appetizer guy.
You're an appetizer guy?
Yeah. But
Okay.
Turkey, I mean, the turkey always wins.
Turkey? Really? Turkey?
Like, no, it's like the big thing.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, Christmas, it's fillets.
Fillets. Oh, I mean, who doesn't love a fillet?
Oh, medium rare.
We have like meals every night. I feel like we have an event the night before Christmas Eve, and then we're going to brunch on Christmas Eve. Then we have a drinks and, you know, happy hour, and then, or drinks and dinner, sorry. And then we have Christmas Day, and I go to my dad's house, and like I said, like we party, and they party all day long, guys. They have like games, and they start with Irish coffees. Have you guys ever had an Irish coffee?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why are they so good?
In the winter, the Eagles games, my dad would bring a thermos back then. You could bring
Oh,
a thermos
wow.
in,
I love
filled
him
with
for
Irish
that.
coffee.
Wait, to the Eagles game?
Yeah.
Stop.
So he would pour it, and we were like,
That is
years
so
old,
fun.
20 years old, drinking whiskey.
Wait, I'm just adding a little bit of the pink here too. We are thinking about tailgating the Eagles game on the 31st, but after their performance last weekend, I don't really know.
I think we should ban them.
I don't really know. I'm kind of upset about it.
But
So
they spend Christmas here. Or there.
yeah. So we're thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know. But I love Irish coffee. So we wake up, we have Irish coffees, and then we all pick like a drink for the, like last year it was the Christmas Cosmo, and it was a white Cosmo. So it was like, instead of the cranberry, it was the white cranberry, and I did a little bit of cranberry in it. Now we love Cosmopolitans.
I don't know if I love the white one.
Really? Oh, it was really, I have to show you the video I did.
All right.
George, what do you like?
I like a martini or a bourbon.
Oh, yes. Like a Manhattan or an old-fashioned bourbon?
I like old fashioned.
Yeah.
And then you just get rid of all the sugary stuff after the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Vodka martini's my favorite.
Yeah.
Vodka martini? I mean, I love a
That's what I
martini.
do in the morning.
Oh, yeah. In the morning when you wake up, it's part of your routine, your regimen.
Before I go to the gym.
Before I go to the gym. I don't know. We just have to hydrate a lot. Let's make that be like our goal. Like,
That's true.
just hydrate in between. Maybe like take a walk. My dad lives out in like the country, right? So I get really excited when we go there because in the mornings we wake up and there's these rolling hills and it's just gorgeous. And I'm always like, I'm the one like telling the whole family that we need to take a family walk. And like I get half the people outside. Like maybe like 1/4, to be honest. My sister lives in California. She comes home and it's like, I don't know, her time difference catches up by day 3. She's like really difficult to be around. I always tell her, I'm like, when you fly in, please sleep the whole day. Like, don't see anyone.
Yeah.
Just sleep
Hi.
and catch up, and then we'll talk, you know? But anyway, she's just, yeah, she's a peach. She lives in San Diego. She'd be so mad if I said that. No, she's great, but it does like, because it's backwards. Like she comes in and everything's super early for her. I love going out to California
I love it.
because we are like, I work out at 4 a.m. I'm like, let's go. Don't you feel like you already, John works out at 5 a.m. So you probably can work out at like 2 a.m. out there.
Well, I literally,
When you go out there.
I was in Newport Beach 10 days a month. So I love it.
So how did you get used to the whole like, I'm gonna add a little more foundation because I like to use it as a concealer. Well, I mean, I guess you just, I don't know. It's kind of tough. All right, so I like to use this, like if I have to get a little bit more coverage, you can use this brush a little bit in those areas that might need a little bit more something, 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 something. This is one of those brushes that you can use for everything. I think there is one brush that, like if you were stuck without any brushes, you could probably pretty much figure it out if you had one. And that's this brush, because you could technically use it for lots of things. But I just love the way it applies, especially if you like a mattified look or, you know, even a dewy. And the cool thing about this too is you can use it on pressed powder and you can use it with liquid. It's really up to you in terms of the application. Nancy said, too funny, I definitely need a new brush. Listen, everyone needs a new brush, and please clean your brushes. PSA, guys, I go to the beach for the holidays. My in-laws live at the beach, so we will go down there for 2 days. And I don't know, when you're living with your sister-in-laws, you get to like see things, right? So we like do our makeup together, and I was in my sister-in-law's bathroom, and I'm like, girl, these brushes, first of all, they need to be upgraded. Okay, one. And Laura would let me say this too, but we just have to clean them a little bit. So we're like, let's just take them, we'll do some cleaning. But she's like, I'm looking for new brushes. So everyone's always looking for new brushes. It's just like, you always need to upgrade, and you need a brush that's gonna stand, like it's gonna last. And Sigma brushes, they're those brushes where I say this in a lot of the lives when I highlight these. When I was younger, I would assist with like makeup for hair and weddings. And I would always see Sigma brushes in all the makeup bags. And I would be like, this must be a really good brand, right? So every year I would like invest in one really good brush. And it just goes to show, like, I mean, I still have some of these brushes. Like my eyeshadow brush is Sigma. My first eyeshadow brush I ever got that was like a legit eyeshadow brush was a Sigma brush. So it's a line that lasts. It's just the quality is supreme. And also when it comes to the makeup itself, you get this beautiful pigment color payout. This I love for gifting. I think it's gorgeous. So, you know, if you do have anyone after the holiday season, I have like 3 birthdays in January. I have my 2 sister-in-laws, and I have my cousin. So I always like have to come up with ideas, and I kind of like to stockpile things. But this is something that's perfect for gifting. And again, like a little goes a long way. I feel like this palette will last you forever. And I love that it comes with a big mirror, because doing your makeup on the go is hard. And this is something that could double as an eyeshadow palette too. Like, of course, we're highlighting the eyeshadows, but I love using blush and bronzer on my lid just as much when you're in that mood. When you have a day and you're just on the run and you want your makeup to be easy peasy, that's where it really will help you. And then just to like briefly review our other brush, we've got the angled brush. I love an angled brush because it gives you that like lifted, sculpted look. And I used it with our bronzer and the blush palette. So I like kind of using it. You have like this angle, right? So I like to just kind of pat it in for that blush. And then if you want to sculpt, maybe you use this, I like to kind of flip the brush and use it like this. So you get that instant like sculpted look. And then easily just outlines the face to give you that illusion of lifted, sculpted, what's it called, like bronzed, healthy looking skin. And then I do a little bit in that under chin neck area to give you that shadow effect. That's really big too. And then back to the bronzers, everyone is looking for a good bronzer. So if you are someone that's like, I need an everyday bronzer that matches me, that looks natural, gives me a little bit of contour. You know, when you say like, I feel like in the winter months, I love my self tanner, right? I love using my self tanner, but it's not always doable like every single day, right? It's not always something that I have time for at night. And I love the fact that we can really faux the glow with a good bronzer. So you have a lot of options. Like George just showed the colors. There's 4. It's easy to find which one makes sense for you. You've got light, medium, deep, and dark. So it just gives you like that look of like vitality and youthfulness. And in those months, we're heading into them, guys. January, February. We're all in the Northeast here. it can be like there's not a lot of sun happening. So we need to add a little bit of sun, and we can do that with our makeup. So that's what bronzer is to me. It's a little bit of sunshine in the winter months. Everybody needs a little bit of sunshine, right, John? And don't forget the blush because it completes the look. You're kind of like sculpting your face, and then that extra little pizzazz, what's the word I'm looking for? The little dazzle is the blush. So you want to add that to the cheeks. There's a couple different ways to do to do blush. Sometimes you can add it like right here to the cheeks, and some people like to add it up here, and then I like to run a little bit over my nose because it gives that little like sun-kissed look too. So blush can do that. Lips are everything. I am a big lip girl. So what I look for when it comes to lip, anything, color, gloss, lip liner, lip balm is ingredients. And I like to look at what's in them and kind of like, is there anything nourishing about that lip gloss? So what I love about these are they feel like balms, but they're still your nourishing lip oil. So it's like nourishing, it's giving you color, it's making your lips look juicy and super volumized and just healthy. I always have people ask me questions like, do you do something? I say this in a lot of, I don't have Stacy here today to laugh with me about this, but you guys know what I'm saying. If there's any girls tuning in, they're like, your lips look awfully juicy and plump. And I'm like, no, I did not do anything, thank you. It's just a really good lip product. You know, if you have a good liner and a good lip color, I'm just saying, girls, you can really faux it. I work in that industry. I'm just saying. You do a little lippy liner, a really good gloss. You love a good lippy liner. When I go to Africa, I should have like the things that I have to bring. I have to pack. Well, I don't even know why we didn't talk about this yet because I feel like I need help. By the way, guys, I did get all my. I did. You have to pack too, apparently. So, because he thinks he's gone. So I got all my vaccines. Bravo.
I'm very proud.
It's really big for me. I've been a baby. I think I'm reformed. I think I'm like good with my shots now. So anyway, I got all my vaccines, and now I have to pack. And you have to pack a bag that is not a rolly bag because the planes that you take are small. There's not a lot of room, and it has to be under 40 pounds. Oh. The bag has to be under 40 pounds. Wait, that adds up so fast.
The carry-on?
The checked bag, not the carry-on.
How many?
The checked bag has to be 40 pounds, and then the carry-on bag can be like 30 or 35. It depends on where you're going exactly, but you can carry 2 carry-on bags, and then you have the big bags.
How many checked bags do you and your husband bring?
I'm bringing one, and he's bringing one.
That's great.
But they have to be under 40 pounds. So like,
it's just clothes.
God, I don't know. It all adds up, but I don't have to bring a blow dryer or anything because I don't plan on doing my hair.
No.
You know what I'm gonna bring?
You have the unheated curler.
Exactly. I have the unheated curler. If you guys haven't checked it out on our TikTok, George just posted it, or George just edited this beautiful video of me. I say that humbly. I say that because it was me going to bed and me waking up that morning, but it's a really cool video. It's this heatless curler. But I love it because it takes I mean, you just have style instantly. You sleep in these curlers overnight, unravel them, instant curl. So it's really nice. Anyway, I'll be bringing that, and then I have to decide on like the makeup because I have to kind of like pick and choose here. So I'll probably be looking for multitaskers. Bronzer, non-negotiable. That is coming with me because I use my sunscreen, and I'm going to need to faux a little bit of the glow on my face. And then lip oil, without a doubt. Lip oil. I'll probably just rock some like tinted moisturizer with SPF in it, or tinted SPF because that's the easiest thing to do. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know. I want to like film something or FaceTime in.
Oh no, you are.
They're gonna figure out what we're doing.
We're gonna do it.
And I think I'm 8 hours ahead.
Right
8
now?
hours in Kenya. I'm going to Kenya, so I think it's 8 hours.
So.
So like, when would be an acceptable time?
You think here. So if you do it like 4 a.m., that'd be great.
4 a.m. What time is that?
Wait. So.
Wednesday night.
If you wake up, is your husband an early guy?
Not on vacation. I mean, are you an early? Well, you're always an early person.
Wait, let me think.
Like, it's kind of like
10 o'clock is 6 o'clock here. Yeah. It's not bad.
10 o'clock is 6 o'clock.
It's not bad at all.
10 o'clock is 6 o'clock here. Okay.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
you could just randomly be like, hey.
Guys, let's go live. I can just do it from my phone.
Are you doing the international plan?
I'm just adding a little bit of like
By the way, you
white
have to do that
or
for your phone.
light. You're stressing me
The
out.
international plan or the WhatsApp? WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp?
Because it's free.
Yeah, but do you know what happened to me with WhatsApp?
No.
I got hacked. I don't even know how that happens. I got hacked with WhatsApp, and I got all these really weird like phone calls from Bangladesh for like months on end. So I had to delete the app. I think there's another app you can use. I feel like there is.
No, I literally, my daughter was in France last year, and the international plan was $30.
Oh, really?
It was nothing.
Do you know how expensive it used to be?
I know.
I studied abroad, okay, and I didn't have a phone. Do I sound old? I literally didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone. I had to use phone cards, and I had to like, I had to buy one of those T9 phones. Do you know, like that's what they had, and you had to buy minutes. No, wait, what happened? I feel like we're all over the maps with this show, but listen, I studied abroad my junior year of college. So that was 10 years ago. Okay, and I went over there with I did actually bring my cell phone because I guess, no, I didn't bring did I bring my cell phone?
Why would you not bring your
Wait, I did bring my cell phone, but you could use it when there was Wi-Fi or something like that, right?
Yeah, hotels.
So yeah, hotels or whatever. So I brought it, and I had this satchel bag, kind of like the ones we did last week, and I was leaning over because I put it behind my back, and I was leaning over in an H&M store, and someone pickpocketed me and took my wallet and my phone and all my things. So I lost my phone and didn't have one. So I went to the store with this random attendant in our building that helped me translate, and we got this like T9 phone for me. And that was what I used. And if you wanted the international plan on your cell phone, it was like unbelievably expensive.
Because there's so much.
$30 for the whole time? I was going to say $30 a day.
My daughter right now is in Manhattan with her boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
She has her boyfriend. She's 18.
She's with her boyfriend.
In New York City.
For the day?
Better be the day.
Oh. How old is she?
18. Freshman, college.
See, when she's in college, that's when it gets tricky because it's like you don't really have.
He's a nice guy, but I don't want to like him.
She's 18. You don't want to like him?
Everyone loves him. Like my sister is best friends with his parents.
But you're also like the dad. I mean, it's kind of you kind of have to like make him work for it.
She literally stayed for like 5 months. She would not let me meet him because I said I can't wait to meet him because I'm gonna tickle him when I meet him. She's like, Dad, what's wrong?
I wouldn't introduce my boyfriend to you either if you said that. George.
I walked in, I was like, Gucci, Gucci. And Louis like, Dad, I will kill you.
Don't you dare, Dad. Oh my God, that's so funny. But you like him. You didn't want to like him, but you liked him, huh?
But anyway, going back to the pickpocketing, that was the thing I said. Like, tell Ryan to put his wallet in his front pocket.
Yeah.
Because he's in Manhattan. They're going to like bump into you and take your stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's that season. Like, I know it sounds bad, but there's so many people, and that's when like stuff like that happens, you know? Big metropolitan areas or whatever. Oh man, good times. So is she doing like the Rockefeller Center and all that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where I got engaged.
I wonder. Oh really?
I did
Did you do it during Christmas? Did you do it on the ice rink?
Right in the middle, right in the ice rink.
Are you? Oh wow. Did you have to?
Romantic.
Wait, did you have to like coordinate that?
So yeah,
I feel like that's a big.
I worked at a talent agency that knew people that worked there, so they called and said, "This guy's getting engaged." And so
you have to like know somebody.
People online, they pushed me over there front. I was like sweating, and I did it. I couldn't skate. Did it right in the middle.
Wait, and there was 5,000 people all around you. And what day was it?
Like 1 million people watching. Everyone's like, "Woo!"
Stop.
Oh, it was like a movie.
Wait, what day was it? Like what day of the year?
The week of Christmas.
Oh wow, I love that.
And guess what? I had a photographer friend that wanted to shoot it. And I was so nervous.
George just put the applause on.
I said no.
Wait,
I
why?
have no photos of it.
You don't have photos of that?
No,
That's.
because I was a chicken. It's my.
Oh my gosh, you were like nervous that like.
I was so nervous, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's the one thing I'll give you guys. Like, it's a pretty brutal task proposing.
Oh, it's the worst.
I mean, but then you chose to really go out with a bang with that. I mean, you really like, you set the standard really high.
Actually, the funny is we fought that entire day because she was having a Christmas party back here.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, why are you coming over the party? Like, the whole time we were fighting. And then I just whipped out that ring and boom.
It was all over. You're like, now you know why we're
Uh-huh.
here.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, that's fun. No, I feel like I've never witnessed an engagement, but I've seen photos of that.
Oh, I actually saw one in Avalon last year.
Really?
Yeah, on the beach.
No way. You're.
All of a sudden, I could see this guy was like,
Uh-huh.
seemed so awkward.
Uh-huh.
And she kept looking at him, and all of a sudden he just drops. I'm like, no!
He's doing it! Someone get a photo!
Yeah.
There's always like a secret photographer somewhere, and
Right.
you're like, where are they though? I'm always trying to figure out where they are.
Well, that's what I should.
If you do-
need somebody like.
Yeah. You have to capture that moment though. People, like, if you're planning a proposal, or if you are like
Next time I'll do it.
wanting to get proposed to, yeah, you have to come up with something big though. You just set the standard
How do I
for
beat
yourself
that?
really high. I don't know. That bar is set.
North Pole or something.
I don't the North Pole. I don't know. Santa's workshop. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, guys. So what did we apply today? All right. We talked brushes. 2 of my favorites from Sigma. I love all their brushes. I've always have. We talked the large contour angled brush. I love that for lifting, sculpting, think bronzer, blush. And then I love the Kabuki for foundation. I like using it for concealer, anywhere where you want to get a little. I like that it's angled. You can actually use it. I mean, there's lots of like ways to use it, even though it's for more of that foundation application. I just think the Corda Rosa is such a beautiful palette. If you shop on Revolve, I feel like I always see like influencers talk about this palette. So I just love this palette. I think there's so many options, and the blushes complement all skin types. It's got this awesome mirror, so you could apply, travel with it. It's lightweight. The color payoff is spectacular. And then, of course, we've got our hazy eyeshadow palette. These are really fun shades. Some of them are good for those everyday basic colors, like the mattes, where you just want to throw a little bit of quick color on the eyes. And there's like contour options. I like to use these lighter shades, kind of like I did like in this inner rim here, to give the look of like a lifted eye, and then maybe the darker shades in the back corner. So options for like a more glam look. You can also build with these, which I love. And then last but not least, well, there's 2 more things. We've got the matte bronzer in 4 shades. I love options with bronzer. And then 2 lip oils. So the lip oils, good for anyone. I mean, if you're one of those girls that doesn't want to give up your lip balm for your lip gloss or your lipstick, this one's for you. It's a staple. And that's all things Sigma for today.
There we go.
For all things Allie. And we talked about a lot of random things, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All
We were
things
all
Allie.
over the map. We were talking all things. Happy holidays, guys. Wishing you the best to you and yours. And we will see you guys in the new year, 2024. Woo!
Woo!
Bye.